Sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch are five senses. So what's the sixth? As a child, someone suggested to me that intuition may be the sixth sense, and I kind of like that, so I kind of choose to see that as canon for my life. Although I think my sixth sense may have malfunctioned at birth because... So maybe intuition isn't the sixth sense, but that's alright. I'm willing to learn and discover. And maybe the 1999 psychological thriller by M. Night Shyamalan has the answers that I need. So whether you've seen the film, or you're just curious about the plot, sit back, grab a snack, while J-Lei tells you all about it. Heavy spoilers ahead. Our film starts out with a beautiful couple, madly in love, celebrating the achievements of the husband. Malcolm Crowe, who do be the husband, he's just been awarded some Lifetime Excellent Achievement Award for the field in child psychology. So whilst the couple are getting horny, and I'm busy distracted thinking, as an adult, is it too late to give this man a call and get this shit off my chest? A distressed, mentally unhinged, semi-naked dude breaks into the house claiming, Malcolm, he ain't all that actually. In fact, he's actually quite shit at what he do, and a dear doctor failed him as a child. Now, I'm rethinking about contacting Malcolm at all after these allegations, and I'm a very indecisive person. So luckily for me, and very unluckily for Malcolm, the decision is made for me. See, this former patient, he whips out a gun, pops a bullet into Malcolm, and then turns the gun on himself. Now, I'm not one to judge. The former patient, his name's Vincent, by the way, he seems like he might have been judged his whole damn life, the poor soul. So I won't judge you, but I do think that maybe, baby, that you might have overreacted in this situation, just a little bit. So that happens, and then the following year, Malcolm, he's healed up quite nicely, and he's now back at work, and this time he is focusing on a new patient, Cole. So Cole, he is a cute kid, but he has an array of mental problems, and I think this reminds Malcolm of Vincent when he reads Cole's file. And not wanting history to repeat itself and get fucking shot, Malcolm is determined to heal this broken boy. Their doctor-patient relationship seems really frosty at first. Cole has severe trust issues and seems really timid around Malcolm. In fact, the poor boy seems really timid in front of everyone, choosing rather to spend most of his time in solitude. And I hear you, Cole. Less drama, less stress, and less money to spend at Christmas time. Society may say that you're failing, but to me, you're winning. You're bossing it, bitch. Saying all that, Cole is a weird boy, there is no denying it. Even his mother, who should be like low-key kind of biased and be like, my baby's just special, even she thinks there's something weird with him, and she's constantly spooked by all the shenanigans he plays around the house. That little shit be opening all the kitchen cupboard doors after Mama Cole has spent 7 seconds closing them all, the sick bastard. So Cole's home life isn't all sunshine and rainbows, and it turns out neither's Malcolm's. Listen, I do not know what happened between the time Malcolm got shot and now, but in that time there has been some severe breakdown in the communication between him and his wife. Things are very icy. Very, very cold. So, quick recap. Everybody, kids, teachers, parents, next door neighbour's dog, they all think Cole is very weird and possibly slightly dark-sided. And as for Malcolm, his wife, she won't even look him in the eye anymore. With the outside world sort of disregarding them both, this actually helps Malcolm and Cole bond even more, with Cole revealing that what he wants from Malcolm and his sessions is just not to feel scared anymore. Which is just heartbreaking, so we are going to vow to make that wish a reality. We're going to blow out birthday candles. We're going to hunt down shooting stars. We're going to throw all the pennies in the fountain and fulfill all of the wish-making activities required in order to help this kid. Who doesn't want to help this kid though, it seems, would be his teachers, because we get to see the dynamics between Cole and one of his teachers, Mr. Cunningham. See, Cole, he comes out with some random shit that makes all the other people around him really uncomfortable. And whilst in a lesson, Cole and his teacher, they get into it. Cole thinks that the school grounds have a dark history, something that the teacher refutes completely, and this sets Cole off. And then he starts flat out bullying his teacher, bringing up my man's past and shit, until the poor bloke snaps. It is uncomfortable to witness, but not only does it cement the fact that everyone around Cole thinks he's a freak, it also lets us, the audience, know that actually there's something not right about that kid's psyche. The random comments he makes, he says with such conviction. He seems to know things that ain't no child should know about. Every photograph ever taken of the poor kid leaves some kind of glare in frame, and marks and abrasions keep appearing on his skin. So, filing all that information right into the back of our brains, we now find Cole at a random kid's birthday party. Now, instead of dancing, playing, being a rambunctious ball of energy like any other kid would be at a birthday party, Cole is his usual subdued self. And he's actually more focused on a closet inside the house. It is a pretty grand closet, to be fair, but Cole, he ain't out here appreciating no interior design on this day, honey. No, he is interested in it, because he can hear some screaming man from inside the closet. Now, let me tell you something. If I heard that shit, I would be up and away out of that house, that street, that city, that state. And I think Cole might have the same idea, but before he even has a chance to run off, two little bullying little shits grab him and throw him in the shouting talking closet. It is such an uncomfortable scene. Cole is screaming and he's banging on his door, and his mum, who's heard all the commotion, she's running up and she is screaming and banging on the door. And everyone else from the birthday party, they're all watching while everyone is screaming and banging on the door. Until the screaming and the banging on the door comes to a sudden stop. The closet door opens and out falls an unconscious Cole. Like, what the fuck happened in that closet on this day? Like I said, uncomfortable viewing, and that is not just because I am triggered, because I also too was trapped in a closet for 16 years of my life. Happy Pride. Anyways, this creepy birthday closet situation lands Cole in the hospital. Maybe he had a seizure. Maybe his mum kicked him in the face. Who knows? With no one knowing what is going on with this kid, Malcolm, he starts asking questions. He's like, what's happening to you, and are you prone to demonic possession? And then Cole's like, well, yeah, actually, kinda. If you squint your eyes and tilt your head, I can kinda see that. But no, my secret is so much more scandalous. And then Cole utters the most famous words of this movie. Bitch, I see dead people. So according to Cole, he's been surrounded by ghosts and demons and poltergeists his whole damn life. Apparently, these entities, they ain't got a clue that they're dead. And they just spend all their time harassing a poor kid, and I suppose he's just got to deal with it. It's a bit of a bombshell, really. But in hindsight, it does kind of explain all the weird shenanigans that are going on around Cole. So Malcolm humours him, at least to his face anyway. Behind his back, he's trying to get this poor scary demon child hospitalised. Now that us, the audience, have been made aware of Cole's abilities, we start seeing the shit that he's seeing, and bitch, I'm shooketh. Crazy ass, disturbing looking ghosts are popping up left, right and centre, trying to throw off Cole's chakras. The fact that this poor boy can still go through life alongside these distractions is super commendable. I would have thrown myself off of the top of a double-decker bus, had that been me. Just watching Cole suffering through this makes me want to Google search my nearest bus stop. Anyways, Malcolm suggests to Cole to stop being an ignorant little bitch and actually listen to what these ghosts have to say. And maybe even allow himself to be burdened by their requests. That's right, instead of saging the place out or phoning a local priest, this adult man tells a little boy to go hang out with dead people, go on road trips with them, interfere in other people's lives and help the police in seeking justice. When I was 9 years old, the only thing that I was looking for in this big old beautiful world is a shiny Charizard Pokemon card. How much struggle, strife and misery do you want this little boy to endure? Being braver than I ever could, Cole actually decides to help the spirit of a little girl who seemingly may have been poisoned to death. So, popping on his little Sherlock Holmes hat, Cole goes to the wake of this little girl, finds a tape which shows that the stepmother was poisoning the little girl, so he sounds the alarm and he spills the tea to everybody. And by doing so, the ghost girl moves on. Her final wish was to be a little snitch, and now that she has, she could disappear. And while all of this is happening, Malcolm is still struggling with his ignorant wife, Still comparing Cole's file to Vincent's file and finding a lot of similarities there. Maybe old Vincey boy was a ghost whisperer too. Too bad he's dead now. In order to talk to him again, he'll either need a Ouija board or another ghost whisperer. Where could he possibly find another ghost whisperer? That actually doesn't transpire, but I think the writers missed a trick with that one if you ask me. Where was I? Oh yeah, so after Cole helps seek justice for the poisoned girl, he feels empowered, confident, and he is ready to help his next ghost. So with Malcolm's job seemingly done, he and Cole, they part ways one final time, but not before Cole gives his own bit of advice to Malcolm. Relationship advice at that. I mean, why would you take advice about how to communicate with your wife from a 9-year-old boy? Especially when said 9-year-old boy is spouting nonsense about try to talk to her while she's asleep. Like, bitch, please. Anywho, having parted ways, Cole actually opens up and tells his mum his secret in a scene that has all to do about butterfly brooches and dead grandmas. And after a few minutes of skepticism, his mum finally believes him, leaving them in both full awareness and at peace. Over in Malcolm's life, he actually takes Cole's relationship advice and decides to talk to his snoring, unconscious, unbothered wife's body. And then the mother of all plot twists occurs. Oh, I get goosebumps just thinking about it. Or maybe it's Malcolm breathing down my neck, because it turns out Malcolm, he be a ghost. That's right, that bitch been dead this whole entire movie, ever since the beginning where Vincent shot him. Dead? The whole time? What? And then everything starts making sense. As it happens, Malcolm's wife ain't been an ignorant bitch this whole time. She's been grieving. Turns out, the reason Malcolm was so transfixed in helping Cole was because the kid was the only one who could see him. Turns out, Malcolm was Cole's next ghost that he helped out. It is beautifully written and amazingly directed, and I was gooped and gagged when I first watched this. Click on the card to see my reaction. It's a haunting realization for Malcolm that he's dead now. I mean, how fucking awkward is that? But after finally being able to let his wife know that he loves her and he is sorry for leaving her, he too leaves with awareness and peace. And thus the movie comes to an end. If you like the way I relay information and shit, then stick around, because I'm full of shit. Spanking a like button encourages this kind of behaviour, and dropping a comment down below encourages conversation. And what better place to discuss your thoughts, feelings and opinions than right here, where I could discuss along with ya. And that was me, J-Lei, telling ya how it is.